I've got a couple of things I want to talk with you about real quick today. And we talked about this earlier this week. This was, the training that we did, I believe, on Tuesday. And it's just making buyers dependent on you. And I just wanted to share a couple of little tips with that a lot of people really overlook. The first thing I'm going to talk about is get them to work with one of our lenders. And there's a reason for this. We've got good lenders there, whether it's Chris or Seth or Chris. What it does is this further establishes you, and we talk about this a lot, about establishing you as the authority. And establishing you, putting into their mind, burning into their mind that you're the realtor, you're the one who knows what you're doing. And we want to, whenever they think of real estate, we want them to think of you. We want your picture, your face to pop up in their brain. And, whenever they think of you, we want them to think of real estate. And this is just another way to do that. But what it does, when you get them to work with one of our affiliate lenders, it helps tie them in to you when you're using that lender. Because what's going to happen is that our lenders, and I know they'll do this, they need to repeatedly remind them of what a great realtor you are, how lucky you are to be working with, whether it's Chris Schaefer or whether it's Trent Wheeler or whoever it is. Our lenders are going to be talking you up, and that's what you want, because that's going to further establish that in their minds, okay? The second thing it does is it builds the quote unquote the team. One thing that I'm very passionate about working with, whether it's buyers, whether it's sellers, it doesn't matter. That's building a team and getting the client to understand that we're on their team. It's never about you. It's always about us. If we're listing your home, we're listing our home. This is what we want to do. This is what, you want to use that we, our, us, those kind of terms. And when you're working with a buyer, it's always about, we're going to make an offer. Not I'm going to make an offer for you, but we're going to do this together. And it's just one of those psychological, those unconscious ways of just encouraging them that we're all on the same team here and we're working for you. It's just, magical what it does when you really practice like that. But it also is going to, further establish you as the expert and as the professional realtor that you are. So, I want people to really pay attention to that. All right. Second thing that I want to talk about is control the search. And I know this is kind of difficult, and I've talked with a lot of people about this, especially over the last 10 years. When I first got into real estate, we didn't have all the internet MLS stuff. It was very, very, very basic, and so things have changed a lot in the last 20 years in real estate. But what I want you to do is, even if they're looking on Redfin, they're looking on Zillow, they're looking on Realtor.com, they're looking wherever. I've often said, I don't care where you find the home, as long as you use me to help you buy it. And so, but what I like to do and what I recommend people to do, and I highly recommend this, is even though they're looking online already, set up an auto search for them on the MLS and send them the homes that fit their criteria that you get from them. Why do you want to do this? Because I've had realtors tell me, isn't this kind of a waste of time? I mean, they're looking for their own homes anyway. They'll tell me what they want to see. Well, number one, this is lazy. I'll just say that straight out. In my mind, that's lazy. That's a good realtor doesn't do that. You want to stay in control of your client. You want to stay in control of the situation, and you want to maintain your presence as the professional. And so here's the whys about why I really recommend that you do this. Take the 20 minutes that it takes to set up that auto search for all of the criteria that they're looking for. And it's going to go to them immediately as soon as something hits. All right. And it's going to do a couple of things. Number one, it puts you in control of the search. Number two, they're all, like it says here, they're all over the internet looking anyway, but this is what I want. Realtor.com, Zillow, they update about every hour to 90 minutes. They get on the MLSs, they do the searches, and they update stuff. Redfin does it about every 15 minutes. And so they're probably the best at this as far as has the most current information on their websites for people doing searches. Now, when you enter them on an auto search, as soon as a home hits the MLS that meets their criteria, it should automatically email it from you with your information on it to this buyer. And what's going to happen is that, sure, they're going to be getting their notifications from Redfin as well. But once they get those, they're going to start realizing that they're getting emails from you before they get the information from Redfin or from Zillow or from Realtor or wherever they're getting. All right. And this, again, it's all about establishing you. They're going, oh my gosh, I've got this from Dan before I got it from Redfin. I've got it from, Dan before I got it from Zillow or whatever that situation is. All right. But this also brings them a search that's personalized just for them, that you have set up for them. And every time they get that email, they're going to see your pretty face. They're going to see your name. They're going to see your contact information. And again, it's going to burn it into their mind. You are the realtor that they need to call. And that's our goal. That's what we want to do. We do not want to lose clients or, to other realtors, because when they get a Redfin, they're looking on Redfin, they've always got agents down in the corner. When they've got Zillow, they've got agents down in the corner. There's always someone else that has the ability to pick them up. So that's just another, benefit of having them on a setup search. And I want you to remind them of this. Remind them every chance you get, every time you talk to them, that you've got them set up on a personalized search, and just make whatever adjustments that you need. Because as we all know, if we've been doing this for, 6 hours or more, we know that buyers change. They'll tell you they want one thing and they'll buy something completely different. They'll tell you they want something in, Trinity, and they'll end up buying something down in Venice. So, buyers are just funny like that. All right. So, but the bottom line, on the next slide here, this shows them that you're on the ball and that you're working. Because I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that I hear from realtors out there, from buyers out there, and I've talked to a lot of buyers over the last couple of decades, and biggest complaints that I'm hearing out there is my realtor didn't do anything. I did all the work. I found the home myself. He didn't find the home for me. So basically that comes down to the natural progression of that is, what do I need you for? Why do I need you as my realtor? Or the big poison, well, shouldn't I get a discount on my commission? Maybe you should share your commission with me, since I'm the one that found the house. I did the work of the realtor. So people will use this stuff as an excuse to kind of create that separation, that distance between you. And, doing this, having a personalized search for them and knowing that what you are sending to them is getting there before anything else it's just a tremendous tool to have. All right. And then, our last slide, I'm talking about, don't give them the chance to do this to you. Don't do that to yourself. You want to be the first one that provides what they need. As I mentioned earlier, when they find it on whatever other website they're looking on, it should already be in their inbox. Again, it shows them that you're on the ball and you can do the job. So what I'm saying here is, be the realtor, be the one that provides the answers. All right. I talk a lot in trainings about people's perception, and their perception is their reality. However they see you, whatever the actual truth is irrelevant. How they perceive you is their reality. And so we want to try to do as many things that we can that's going to give them the perception that you are the realtor that's, you're professional, you're on the ball, you're Johnny on the spot. You know what you're talking about. You can speak with authority. Those are the realtors that people want to work with. And so, I just encourage you, be the realtor that they need. And it's just another great way to get them to to connect with you and to make that, build that team that I was talking about. So anyway, that's what I've got as far as the building, your relationships with buyers and helping to get buyers depend on you. Another, this thing I've been doing for many, many, many years, and I, just want to continue doing it. So listen, guys, I want to encourage you guys to get to the trainings. We are doing the in-house trainings on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. We're going to talk a little bit about building your credibility as a realtor. How do you do that? I believe this Tuesday we're going to be talking about how can you improve the quality of your offers so that they're going to get a little more attention and maybe be a little bit more acceptable to the buyers, give you a little bit of an edge on that. We'll talk about some of the ways that you can do that. We're going to talk about how to properly structure appraisal gaps, escalation clauses. How do you actually word those in a way that's understandable and that's, is going to give you an edge in making your offers and stuff like that. So we've got a lot of really good stuff coming up, and I want to encourage everybody, as I tell everybody that I can, you can take time for the training, but I don't think you should do that because that's not going to happen. What I want you to do is I want you to make time for the training. Big difference there. As we are always telling you guys control your business. This is your business. You guys do what you want. We cannot tell you what to do. But I'm telling you, if you want to invest in your business, training it's what every realtor needs, and it's what every smart realtor does. And so, Impact is providing a ton of real estate training for you guys. And so I would really encourage you to make time for that. Come on in, check out the classes. And I think you'll see that we're dealing with a lot of subjects that are really, really going to help out with your business. Okay.